All right, welcome back. Now, we're treating this exercise in terms of understanding um, one decimal point and significant figure. The question says approximate that to one significant figure. Now, as this what will make this, if we want to change this value to a significant figure, we have to consider the whole to one significant figure. We have to consider the whole. What we have here is 65,009.265. Now, to one significant figure, we want to approximate to one significant figure. So the next value, the next hundredth that this value will go to would be as between is this value between 60 to the next 60,000 between 60,000 to 70,000. Now the question is, if this value here after it is not 5, because this is more than 5, this is about 5,000 added to this, and it's even more, not just 5,000, it's 5,009 that was added. So it's more than 5 as explained here. So the next value this thing will get to will be what? 70,000. As it is now, 70,000 is one significant figure. Because the only significant figure there is 7. Okay, let's also treat this second question here. This second question here. If we want to treat that question, the question says approximate. Approximate what? 24.543. This is what I want to approximate. Okay, I want to approximate it first A to 2 decimal place, and I want to approximate it to what? 2SF. I want to approximate it to what? 2 decimal place, and I want to approximate it to what? 2SF. SF is significant figure. So to 2 decimal place, good. Look at this, 24. If I take this off, if I'm covering here now, already it looks like a 2 decimal place value. But I must consider this value here, because this value here is 3. It's not even up to half of what we are considering. So I will what? Approximate backward. I will not approximate forward. So this answer will now be, to 2 decimal place, the answer will be 24.54 2 GD, 2 decimal place. Also, if we want to consider to 2 significant figure, I will have 24.54 to 2 significant figure. This is 24.543. Is already more than half. So all I need to do is to add 1 to this. Because if this value was in normal 3 decimal place, the next thing that is to approximate to is either it moves to 25.000. So between 24.000 and 25.000, this I will check in this value. If this value was 4, the 2 significant figure would have been 24.00. Are you hearing me? If this value was 4, but no, it's not 4. It's now 5, even more than the hundreds. So the to 2 significant figure, the value will now be, I will add 1 to this. That will give me 25.000. Are you hearing me? Now it is in what? 2 significant figures. Let's take the third question again. What's the third question there? C. C says 0. We are going to do something different now. 0.01658 to 3 decimal place. As it is now, this value is not in 3, is in how many decimal place? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This value is in 6 decimal place. So to 3 decimal place, I am considering 1, 2, 3. I am blocking it now. The next value after it is 6, which is far more than 5. Are you hearing me? So I will add 1 to it. So it will now give me 0.002. This one will now be in what? 3 decimal place. That means the figure after this point, decimal point, is 3 figures, 002. Okay? Now, But in the case of significant figure, when we are solving three significant figures for this same value, something different is going to happen. Let me move here. Let's move here. So three significant figures of this same value, 0.001658. Under significant figures rule, and particularly after the decimal point, these zeros, we don't consider them as what? Significant figures. Do you get me? You can remember when we did 7,000, when we moved to the next significant figure, the decimal place here. When we move to one decimal place here, the significant figure that was considered was 7, just the only value there. But in this case here, what we have will be for the three significant figure. These are the figures that are significant there. Are you hearing me? So if these are the three figures that are significant, so we take 1, 2, 3. I block it. So you can see that this value here is 8, which is far more than 5. So what do I need to do? For three significant figures in this case will be 0.00